All right, we're leaving more things in jars for 30 days. 5 things in Coke, I've left 5 things in Drano, I left 5 things in sulfuric acid. And now, after going through your comments, I'm going to be leaving 5 things in bleach. There was probably 200 different comments I saw that people wanted me to leave things in bleach, so that's what we're gonna do. And I figured that the way I would do this, instead of just 5 random items, since bleach is used on fabrics and, you know, washing clothes and whatnot, I figured I would use 5 different types of fabrics in bleach. First thing we have, just an old dirty undershirt that I have. So obviously this is cotton. Hopefully it fits in here. That'll work. Number 2, a silk tie. Man, this thing's long. I would put this on, but obviously I don't know how to tie a tie because I've never worn one. So put that in there. Number 3, we have some spandex shorts. And no, these are not mine. These were just the cheapest ones on Amazon. 4th, a leather glove. I'm really curious to see how the bleach will affect leather. Put that in there. Then last but not least, some denim. Now obviously, this whole pair of pants isn't gonna fit into the jar, so we're just gonna make a sacrifice. Just cut part of one leg off. Come on. There we go. There's our jar. We'll just fold this up. Put this in here. So we have our five different types of fabrics. We have our cotton, silk, leather, spandex, and denim. I couldn't remember what the name of that was for a second. All right, so let's get these filled up and let them sit. All right, well, all the jars are filled up with bleach, and so far I can tell you that I think this one is going to be very interesting, because as you can see, most of these have already started to turn colors and stuff. Except for this white shirt, there doesn't really seem to be a whole lot going on here. It feels a little bit warm, but it just kind of looks like nothing. But especially this glove, I don't know exactly what's going on in here, but the glove one is, whenever you fill the jar, it's really hot. It's probably 80, 90 degrees, I'd say. And the jar with the jeans is also warm. Not as warm as, nothing is as warm as the glove, but the jeans one's warm, the one with the tie is warm, and the one with the spandex is a little bit warm. So there's definitely something happening here. And if you look real close at the one with the glove, it looks like it's being ate away or something. It kind of looks like the same reaction that we had whenever we put the belt in Drano, how the Drano was kind of like pulling the fat out of the belt or whatever it was doing. That's kind of what it looks like is going on here. So the only thing left to do is to put these on a shelf and come back in 30 days. Like I said, this one's going to be very interesting. I have a small update. It's only been probably 2 minutes since I turned the camera off last, and you can see all of this foam right here. Pretty much as soon as I turned the camera off and I was walking away, I heard a slight like tss, and it was the one that has the silk tie in it was starting to build up pressure and was starting to spew foam out of the top. And then about 20 seconds later, the one with the glove started doing the same thing. And you can see all the foam coming off this one with the glove. And all these other ones were starting to build up pressure. So I put them all in this pan and left all the lids loose. So if they decide to, then if they need to spew out some foam or whatever, then they can do that and it'll go in the pan. And then hopefully nothing will happen. I guess now I'll see you in 30 days. All right. The day has finally come. It has been 30 days that all 5 of these items have been soaking in the bleach. And for the most part, they pretty much look like you would expect them to. The spandex, completely white. The glove looks like it's kind of dissolved, and you can see that it has a little bit less bleach in it than it did whenever I filled it up because of where it overflowed and whatnot. You have the white t-shirt, which doesn't really look that different. Just kind of still looks like an old white t-shirt. And then we have the silk tie, which it doesn't look, it's the only thing that didn't turn completely white. And there's a couple white spots, but it doesn't look like much really happened to it. And then we have the jeans. And they are, of course, are completely white from the bleach. But they also have like, I don't know if you can see it, but little particles like floating in them. So that's pretty interesting. So let's crack these jars open and see what's festering inside. All right, so the first jar that we're gonna be looking at is, I believe, the spandex. About 95% sure. I'm actually really excited to see what's going on in here. Come on. All right, let's pull this out of here. Oh. Let's wring all this out of here. I'm gonna try to keep as much bleach in the jar as possible. Oh, look at that. Wow. It's not spandex anymore. It's extremely brittle. It just completely tears apart with almost no effort. So the bleach has just pretty much kind of eaten it all up. Wow, that's crazy. Look at that. No effort whatsoever. That is so crazy. I have a feeling that this is probably going to be a reoccurring theme in this video. Alright, so it's no longer spandex, and the bleach just pretty much ate it up. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, and now for our second item, and probably the one that I'm the most excited for, the glove. Now I have a feeling that this is probably going to be just like the spandex was, and just kind of be eaten up and fall apart real easy. But we'll see. Oh, jeez. Oh, I think the fingers are full of... Oh, yeah, it's full of bleach. I wonder... I thought there was one place... Wow, it's still very strong. I thought I saw a place through the jar where the bleach had eaten through the glove. Yeah, maybe I have just completely lost my mind. It really doesn't look all that damaged, honestly. For all that foaming that it did in the beginning. I'll put it on my hand. I mean, it's slimy. I thought that it was really going to weaken it and I was going to be able to just rip it real easy. Because I swear I saw a hole in it through the jar. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I did. Right here. Looks like the bleach ate a hole right here through this finger. Oh, okay. So I just ripped that whole thing open with almost no effort. So that part of the glove was weakened. Here's this little piece. Okay, so the leather is weakened, just not a whole lot. It held up better than I thought it would. Let's move on to the next thing. Now let's move on to the white t-shirt. I have a strong feeling this is probably going to be just like the spandex. Yep, it's already falling apart right out of the jar. Wow, that soaked up a lot of bleach. Oh wow, you almost can't even unravel it without it just falling apart. Wow, look at that. With no effort, pretty much, you can just rip the whole thing in half. That is insane. I wonder why the bleach does that. How it just weakens the fabric so much that you can just rip it to shreds with basically no effort. Now it's time for our fourth item, the tie. Now, the tie I'm pretty curious about because everything else, besides the glove, of course, the bleach turned completely white and it really weakened it. But the tie, it didn't turn it white. So will it be weakened? And just for future reference, these jars did not sit with the lids tightened all the way down. I just tightened them down just to move them from one place to over here. While the whole 30 days while they were sitting, the lids were loose so that if there was any reaction, the pressure could get out. Oh, I think I have my answer. Well, it looks like, let's get this whole thing out of here so we can verify. Let's squeeze all this bleach out of here. The bleach is also a lot clearer. So, especially like right here, you can tell this tie, yeah, that like I guess the outer like silk layer or whatever has definitely been weakened. It looks like this tie has definitely been through some stuff, for sure. That's interesting. So the silk part of the tie, for sure, has been weakened because I can just rip it off no problem. But this centerpiece, whatever this centerpiece is made out of, it's not weakened at all. It's still pretty strong. Let's go over here to this portion of it right here. Oh yeah, all of this just flakes right off like it's nothing. It's almost like just the skin of the tie peels off. But this middle part, yeah, even this little thin, whatever this middle part is made out of, it's still strong. And it is not going to rip very easily. Interesting. I really figured that the whole thing would be weak just like everything else, but I guess it's just this outer layer. Maybe this outer layer is the only silk part, and then this, whatever's in the middle is something else. I don't know anything about ties, so anyway, that was a very interesting result. Now let's move on to the jeans. The jeans. So I can pretty much guarantee that these are going to be just like the other ones. Yeah, actually I can 100% guarantee, because I can already see in the jar that they are, oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, these are weak. These are like really bad weak. Oh, look at that. There's actually some spots that the bleach didn't get to. And they're actually still denim colored. That's kind of cool. But yeah. Obviously weak. Well, definitely weaker, but not quite like the cotton shirt or anything, which is what you'd expect. but still basically demolished. Oh yeah. Well, just as we suspected. Same as everything else. Alright guys, those are some pretty interesting results. Not really exactly what I expected. I kind of figured that the bleach would, turn everything white because everybody knows that's just kind of what bleach does. But I did not anticipate that it would completely just deteriorate everything to the point where everything would just pretty much rip with no effort and then basically dissolve a hole in the leather glove. I think that was pretty crazy. I did not expect that. But something I am really interested to know is, what other 5 things do you think that I should leave in bleach? So go ahead and leave a comment down below. What do you think I should leave in bleach next time for 30 days? And if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at TheRealTylerTube. And I'll see you in the next one.